Leo, I hope you are doing well. Firstly, to begin with, Happy New Year, and apologies guys for not getting readings out to you. My Instagram page got hacked and other little things as well got hacked into, so I've had an absolute nightmare trying to get that sorted. I won't bore you with it though, it's all sorted now, ready and underway with these readings, raring to go. So this reading is going to run from the 12th of January up until the 1st of February. Guys, remember, it's collective. It's not going to fit for all of you. I'm just hearing Mars and North Node sign. So if you find that this reading doesn't fit for you as your sun sign, Spirit is suggesting you check out your Mars sign or your North Node sign. The way you're able to find those out, go into a star sign calculator, input your details. If you're not sure what time you were born, just put in 12 o'clock or 6 o'clock and it'll tell you where the planets were placed as and when you were born. And check out one of those readings instead, one of those star sign readings, and you may find that they're more fitting for you at the moment than what your sun sign reading is, because it's not going to fit for you every week or every reading. Okay, so what we've got up at the back here is we've got the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Swords in reverse. There's disappointment here. Disappointment something didn't work out or something isn't working out at the moment. I feel it's something that was in the past, in the recent past, but this is the feelings, the emotions that you're struggling parting with at the moment. It's as if you know the feelings aren't right for you. They're not in your favour. They're holding you back. But by letting go of the feelings, it means letting go of the tail end of the relationship or tail end of whatever you want to call the union was of you and your party, you and your person of interest, whatever that connection was that you had between both of you. By parting with these unpleasant feelings, even though they're not working in your favour, it still means you're letting go of the last bit of the relationship. I'm really being drawn as well to the colour yellow. Yellow is about new experiences, new beginnings, happiness, joy, and putting ourselves in a position where we're willing to invest into the external, to allow ourselves to grow internally as well, to develop, to evolve. But it's being held back here, and I feel it's specifically being can't get my words out, being really pointed out to me by the gentleman here that's in this black gown. It's as if it's hovering over this yellow, preventing the movement forward. There's something hanging over, a blockage. I'm hearing Reiki, so if some of you are into Reiki, it's about balancing out those chakras and slowing down as well. Spirit is telling me I need to slow down. By going at things with such pace, you're using that as an avoidance strategy to get away from your feelings and your thoughts. And there's a lack of communication here between you and your other party. There's distance. I'm sensing a Cancerian energy. Cancer, Leo, Cusper. That may be some of you, or you may be involved with a Cancer sign. And I keep being shown the Chariot card, which is the Cancerian energy of a wanting to move forward, but it's challenging. It's not getting there. And our Spirit showed me it in reverse. It's as if this task that was at hand, or a suggestion, it was too big, what needed to be taken on, and one of you didn't feel the same as what the other one did. And I feel it's your party, Leo. I feel your party's now finally realising that there was more there than just, I'm hearing the sexual vibes. Okay, so let's get cracking here. What do we have, please, Spirit? What do we have up at the back in Leo's current... Oh, wow, no mess in there. First card out of the deck, we have the Empress card. I've got a lovely new deck here. For me at the moment, that's coming through as There's been disappointment that's been there at the past. There's something struggling. There's a struggle, that you've been trying to get over. And you're standing your ground now. You're not allowing yourself to, well, simply put, be stabbed in the back anymore. You're not being pushed to breaking point. You're rising above it. You can see the lady there with the fan. She's keeping herself cool, calm, collected. It's as if she's rising above it. She's got a little smirk on her face. It's not a cocky vibe that I'm getting from you. It's more of a self-reassurance. It's a place I feel you've been needing to get to for some time. Maybe I'm hearing it's spiritual awakening level though. It really has been a shock to the system. Spirit is coming in really strongly at the moment. I'm absolutely freezing, which is amazing. It's a great sign. But there's an issue here where there's been disappointment and it's not being closed off. If that Ten of Swords was in the upright position, I feel, and all the swords were in the back, there'd be finality there. There'd be closure. It can't get any worse. You'd know where the situation was at. But at the moment, I feel there's no closure, and that's what the problem is. That's why this yearning, I feel in some ways, that may even be just for an answer. It's still there, it's still hovering, but you're keeping yourself reassured. You're trying to rise above it. There's confidence, I feel, and this is where the Strength card is coming in, of what's going on between you and your person of interest at the moment, why everything's going down. There's a confidence vibe that I'm getting coming through, that even though there's uncertainty here, you're still able to fill yourself with confidence and move forward. Okay, so let's see what else we can get for you. So what has gone down in the recent past then, please, Spirit, with this Five of Wands energy? I'm not sure if you've seen that flick out there on the screen. There we have it. Ten of Wands in the upright position. A lot of fire within this reading, a lot of power, a lot of passion, a lot of determination. And I feel that's you coming through within the reading. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Ten of Wands energy? Wheel of Fortune. That's the universe moving you forward. It's a major arcana card. The major arcana cards is when the universe takes over, when spirit takes over, the higher realms. It's time to nudge you forward. Lessons have been learned. Even though it may not be clear yet why you was in that situation, it's necessary for you to move forward. So upon reflection, when you then look back, it will then make sense. Just at this moment in time, it might not do. You might still be caught up in the storm of it all. And I feel that's where you're at, especially with those swords that are up at the back there, that are in the reverse. There's still a cloudedness, I feel, here somewhere. And at the bottom of the deck, what we've got, Six Pentacles in reverse. I feel there's been somebody you've been involved with that's been a bit of a risk taker. The reason I'm getting that is because of the amount of passion, excitement that's within the reading. There's also as well a lack of balance, equal give and take with that Six of Pentacles that's in reverse, and underneath it with that Wheel of Fortune. There's a gambling, there's a risk-taking vibe. And I feel for some of you, there's been and this isn't going to be for all of you, a third-party connection here. And you've not wanted to be involved in the risk-taking anymore. What can you give me, please, Spirit, of why everything's going down with this Strength card, with this Leo energy? Let's see what we can get on this. Why is everything going down between Leo and their party? As of this moment, please, Spirit. We have the Knight of Swords. Right, this is what I'm getting, and it's not going to fit for all of you. I feel some of you have been involved in a third-party connection. Maybe, Leo, you've been a third party, or you and your person of interest both have long-term partners. Either way, there's been a dynamic that's been set up here that's not being the most honest. One of you has wanted more from the commitment than the other one. let's just say it's you, Leo, you've wanted more from the commitment. You've put your foot down because you're not getting your needs met. You're not getting from the relationship emotionally what you want. It seems to be driven very passionate driven, very excitement driven. Then I don't know whether you just become bored with that. It's just boring now. And there's somebody that's willing to carry on taking the risk with it, the other party, and to just keep taking from you, and you're just not down for that. But with this strength card of why everything's going down between both of you at this moment, I feel your other party, even though this is your card, Leo, I feel your other party is wanting to get in contact with you to express their feelings, express their thoughts. Because there's a realisation here, something's happened, the universe has moved them on. And I feel there's a realisation from the universe moving them on about how they wasn't being fair, being reasonable. They were taking more than what they were actually given. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Knight of Swords energy? What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Knight of Swords energy? Wows. Okay. Queen of Wands. And another card come out as well. Four of Swords in the reverse. Lot of thought, lots and lots of thoughts going on here. But simmering somewhere, there's an act of impulsivity. Now, yep, it is swords. This Knight of Swords, it is at swords level. So that means it's within the mind, or it's within communication. Now, it might be something that you've said, or it might be something that you're thinking. You'll just get a random thought coming into your mind every now and then. But I feel you're trying to distract your way away from it. Or there's something simmering in the background, and I don't know whether it's this other connection that you occasionally get yourself distracted by. Because I'm not getting... The Knights are very impulsive, especially this Knight of Swords. And it's an energy of going into a situation, trying to change it, create change. But there's not much emotion attached to it. It's very action orientated. It's very thorough, gets the job done. But it's one of them when it kind of returns back to base upon reflection. They go, I probably could have done that a little bit better. They went in kind of all guns blazing. But I feel here this isn't an actual action as such. I feel it's a thought. Yeah, Knights are about change. It's about movement. But I feel the change is at thoughts level, not actually in the physical, not in the external, the outside of us. I feel this is within the mind. I feel this is a thought that'll come in and catch you off guard every now and then. And it's to do with this connection, this Queen of Wands here. A distraction. Because if that card's there and you can see him darting his way back into an old situation because of the direction that he's going in, I feel this Queen of Wands that's here, that can be seen as you, but it is typically Pisces, Aries energy. I feel she's trying to distract herself and turn herself away from this energy that's coming through underneath. She doesn't want to be distracted by it. And even though she's not seeing it visually, the distractions, she's still thinking of it. There's a bond that's being invested into more here, I feel, Leo, between you and your party. That may be someone you've been in a long-term connection with, but there's somebody else who's taken your eye, and you're trying your hardest. You really are trying to turn away from it. I feel there's a need for me to go back and revisit this energy here. That's like something you keep doing within the energy, within your energy, within this energetic exchange. You may not actually be doing it physically. You may be going back to the connection. I'm just not sensing that you are, though. I'm seeing that Chariot card. That's putting you at distance. Then I'm being Cancerian energy. And then I'm feeling a strong spiritual vibe, like an intuition. telepathy, that type of thing. There's this inner knowing that you've got, but there's a constant revisiting of something that's in your mind. You can't let it go. But there's this bit of mystery, because that's what comes as well with that Queen of Wands vibe. She's into witchcraft, she's into the higher realms. She dabbles in magic, and what she wants, she gets. But there's an element of mystery here. And you're either being drawn in by somebody or you're drawing somebody in. And I feel you know it. Some of you are highly psychic, or you may be involved with somebody who is possibly a water sign, Cancerian, Pisces, Scorpio energy, because they're highly intuitive. There's a unique bond that you have between the both of you. There's a crossing of storylines here. I'm being thrown from one bit to another. But this Four of Swords is, you know everything that you need to know, with it being in the reverse. Libra energy. Yeah, it can be seen as exhaustion, but I'm just not getting it. I'm going, you've learnt your lesson, you're in control here. You're that lady that's up at the top. Doesn't matter, it's not gender specific. It just means that you're in more of your feminine energy. You're cool, calm and collected. You've got a grip of the situation. That as well is Libra energy. So some of you may have strong Libra within your chart, along with the Leo energy. Okay, so what we've got now up at the top here is now the Four of Swords that is in the upright position. So this is what's going through your party's thoughts towards you at the moment. They're really thinking this through, and by God, they're taking their time and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And there's a Temperance, Sagittarius energy. You've got quite a bit of Aries and quite a bit of Sag within this reading, so it may be worthwhile you checking out your party's chart to see whether they have quite strong fire within their chart. I do apologise for the croaky throat. Or it may just be that you're involved with a fire sign. But I feel what's going through their thoughts at the moment, they're willing to wait. Alternatively, you've gone quiet and they might be trying to get your attention on social media and it's not working. And that's because you're now working on another union, another connection. Temperance, it doesn't have to be with another party, but it is about duality. It is about coming together. So it can be with another person, but it can also be about coming together with spirit and alignment within yourself and the spiritual realms. And that may be why you've gone quiet, because you're now investing the time back into you for the long term. And now they've had the realization. They know they need to grab the bull by the horns here. Or they feel you've taken control of a situation and that you've moved on and you're now being the more dominant one, the one that's more in control out of the two. Okay. If you was the one that used to chase your party, Leo, so Leo, if you was the one that used to chase the other party, I think they're now viewing you. They're viewing you here, this is what's coming through in the reading, as you have taken more control of your life. You've gone quiet. You're investing your time into other things and you've basically moved on. Because what's then at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. More Libra energy. And I'm going to have to take that. The next card at the bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords now, but in the upright. I feel this is what I'm getting coming through at the moment. Some of you Leos had said to your party you may have been willing to leave whoever you was with, who you was in a long-term connection with, to get with them, to get with your third party, and they didn't want that. They wasn't giving you the same back. You wanted more, and they were happy for you to chase them. And now you're not chasing them anymore, and you've been working on the relationship you've been in, or if you've moved on to a new relationship and you're now working on that, they're coming back. But this person, I feel, your party, they're used to being chased. This is the vibe that I'm getting. Now, maybe you said you was going to leave your party, your long-term person, your long-term connection even, for your party here, and you didn't end up doing it. But now they're waiting for you to still do that, to step out of this connection so they can come in and offer to you. For some of you, it's as if they were happy to carry on with the third party connection, but they was never going to tell you how they felt while she was with somebody. And I'm hearing ego. Okay, so we've got this 10 of Pentacles that's up at the top here. So this is what's going through their day-to-day thoughts at the moment that apparently we're not aware of, Leo. So they're just focusing on those Pentacles. They're knuckling down. They are thinking of the long term, and a card's just shut out there in reverse. But it's not quite coming together how it should have done, or it should be. What else can you give me on that, please, Spirit? And there's the Page of Pentacles. There's something they have set up here, and it's not working in the direction or going in the direction that it should have done. And I'm being shown the Libra card as well, the Justice card. Some type of legality, straightening of something out, being fair. What else can you give me on this Page of Pentacles, please, Spirit? What else can you give me with... Wows. Yeah, there we have it. I knew I felt it. King of Cups, it's in reverse. There's someone that's not cooperative here. There's something to do with the maintenance of a child, I feel, maybe from another connection, or maybe who they're with now, or someone can possibly be using the child against them. They can't leave because they may do this, or they may stop me from seeing them, or they may not be with a party anymore, and one of the parties hasn't been paying up to the other parent for child maintenance. But there's something to do with a child here and some type of legalities and being caught up in something, and someone's not being completely fair. And there's an issue that's going on here that is of such importance at the moment. And I'm hearing tax. That this situation needs dealing with. There's a lot of energies, there's a lot of agendas, I feel, that are coming in on this particular issue that's here, and there's no hiding away from it. So at the moment, even though they're still trying to get your attention, they're happy keeping themselves a little bit reserved from it, because there's nowhere really that they want to go with it at this moment. I don't feel they've got the headspace. So what we've got with this King of Cups here, King of Pentacles here, that's down at the bottom, this is their fears towards moving forward at the moment. This is what's going through their fears, the long term. Now, if this isn't a long-term connection with you that they're fearing, I'm going absolutely freezing. This may be the long-term connection you're involved with, and this is what you've got to sort out to get with them. That card absolutely shot out there. And the Knight of Pentacles. They want a long-term connection with you, and you're moving forward slowly. You are not budging. And if this isn't them who want the long-term connection with you, this is you moving away so slowly from a long-term connection. And the fear is that you're not going to budge. Because when they look back, they know that what they had with you really was of something. It was of value. They just didn't recognise it at the time. Yep, and then there we have it at the bottom of the deck. Because they want to offer that Ace of Pentacles. They feel there's something there that can be, I'm hearing recovered, but can be started on again properly. Really invested into for the long term. I do feel they want a long-term connection with you. I can't even get the words out. There's just something there to it. It's there's some type of warmth to it that they're offering you. It has emotion attached, but what they're giving you isn't enough. It isn't enough to give you some direction of how they're feeling, because they're not willing to put themselves out there. Sorry guys, I nudged the camera there, but they do want this opportunity with you, or they're waiting for this opportunity. I feel they're putting a lot into the universe. What'll be will be, what's meant to be will be, but there's no rush at the moment because there is this external issue that's going on that I feel is very overwhelming for them. Now this Page of Cups energy can be seen as quite an immature energy, doesn't have to be. Again, more water energy, and I've been sensing a lot of it within the reading. Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces energy. But this is also an energy of somebody who can be stuck because of their loyalties. They're not actually taking action, and they're getting themselves really caught up in the emotions of things, and that's what's stopping them from moving forward. It's as if this energy, this Page of Cups energy, it's like it's a sponge. It's absorbing other people's emotions and the loyalties, maybe to past friends, partners, family members. It's stopping them from moving forward. And I feel this may be where the revisiting is coming in. The constant revisiting, constant resurfacing of old feelings, that not letting go, that Ten of Swords that's up at the top. But this is what Spirit sees unfolding over the next 6 weeks, I'd say, or in the near future. What else have you got for me, please, Spirit, on that Page of Cups? Two of Pentacles. And next card out the deck. Wow, that shut out there and went into a reverse position. The Hierophant in reverse. Still a yo-yoing with that. Two of Pentacles, it's down here. Indecisiveness. Invested in things at the moment, and maybe just hasn't got the headspace or the time or the energy, the reserves to be able to deal with their thoughts and feelings towards you. And it's not that you're not of importance, it's just that there's overwhelm in other areas. But they're moving forward slowly. Very, very slowly. But sometimes it can be so slowly, it's not really going anywhere. Because as we're stood still, everyone else is still moving forward. They're getting on with their life. And where we feel we're not making ground, we're actually losing ground, because people are making progress in the day-to-day. And they're actually moving away from us. When we think that we're standing still, we're actually not, in a way. If anything, we're going backwards, because everyone else, every second of every day is moving on. So the gap between us and everyone else is getting bigger. And then we've got the Hierophant. I feel this is the fantasy here. This is the fantasy of dipping from one side of a relationship to another. The returning. Which one should I go back to? Or should we reignite this? I do apologise, nudge the camera again. Should we reignite this? Do we step out of the box again and come back together with each other? I'm hearing explore. There's a hard time parting, and I feel this is where you're still at and will be over the next 6 weeks. I'm getting yearning again and a real aching in my heart chakra. So some of you, it may be worthwhile doing some meditation to balance out those chakras, working especially on that heart chakra, or considering Reiki, getting outdoors more, just becoming more mindful, being in the present. But there really isn't a wanting to let go here, there's a clutching. There's a holding someone in admiration, and if it isn't a person, it's a situation. But with that card at the bottom being a page, that can sometimes be seeing things of not how they actually are, being a bit dreamlike. And I feel why this Hierophant is coming in reverse. You can see the two people that are at the bottom there, looking at the Hierophant, holding him in high regard, but the card comes through in reverse. And I feel Spirit's trying to tell you to try and look at the situation realistically for what it actually is, for what it actually was, or to, as we've just said, be mindful, put yourself in the present, align yourself, your chakras, ground yourself, center yourself, so the judgments that you're making or the feelings you're getting through are as pure or as genuine or as clear with yourself as they need to be in this situation, because there's something that's clouded here. There's judgment that's clouded here, and that come up earlier, the word clouded, earlier on within the reading. Sending massive hugs your way, Leo. Thank you again for your patience while I had the hiccups with the, not the actual hiccups, with the hacking on my Instagram page. Remember, if you're after something more specific, by all means contact me over on that page and we can have a little chat about getting that sorted. If not, look forward to catching up around about the 1st. Over and out. Bye.